The haunted house on the mountain in Virginia. In the early 1970s, there was an old house on a secluded mountain in Virginia, known as Hollow Ridge House. The house was located far from any settlements, with roads leading to it being nearly deserted. It appeared to be just another old rural house, covered in moss and surrounded by wild trees. Not many people knew much about the house, but it had become famous for strange rumors and terrifying tales that spread among the local residents. One day, the Harris family, seeking a peaceful place to live away from the pressures of the city, decided to move into Hollow Ridge House. The father, David Harris, was a doctor working at the city hospital, while his wife, Sarah, was a stay-at-home mom caring for their 3 children, Emma, Ben, and Max. The family lived in the house for 2 weeks before strange events began to occur. The beginning of the strange events. At first, nothing unusual happened. The family was enjoying their new home, especially after bringing in some new furniture to arrange the house. However, as the days went by, strange sounds began to echo through the house. The sounds of knocks on the walls, as if someone was tapping on them from the inside, started repeating every night. At first, Sarah thought it was just the wind blowing fiercely against the mountain, but the sounds persisted. Then came the day when Sarah decided to investigate the source of the noise. She went up to the upper floor, where there was an old abandoned room, and pulled back the dusty curtains. As she wiped the dust from the walls, she noticed something strange on the floor. There were odd markings carved into the ground, like symbols she didn't recognize. Sarah tried to remove them, but she felt a sharp coldness in her hands and heard eerie whispers in her ear. She felt something heavy in her chest, so she ran down the stairs, feeling as if something was watching her. The events escalate. In the following days, things became even stranger. The children began to scream in the middle of the night, saying they saw a shadowy figure in the corners of the rooms. They claimed they heard voices whispering their names. Ben, their middle child, began saying that the man in the walls was talking to him. David and Sarah tried to calm them down, but they both felt that something wasn't right. One night, David decided to sleep in the children's room to make them feel safer and discover the source of the noises. While sitting there, he felt something. As things grew more mysterious, David and Sarah decided to research the history of the house. They discovered that Hollow Ridge House had been built in the early 1900s and had been used as a psychiatric hospital before being converted into a residential house. The doctors there had performed harsh treatments on the patients, and some of them disappeared or died under mysterious circumstances. The most terrifying discovery was that many of the accounts David found mentioned a room of the walls where patients had gone. In the end, Hollow Ridge House was demolished in the 1970s, but the rumors persisted. Some claimed the house still existed in some form and that the same rituals from ancient times were still taking place there. No one dared to approach the place again, and the tales of the haunted house on the mountain in Virginia continued to haunt anyone who heard about it. Missing. The same room Sarah had discovered. The next day, the family decided to leave the house, but little did they know, the worst was yet to come. As they prepared to leave, they felt as though something was chasing them. While they were loading their things into the car, David felt something tightening around his neck. When he looked back, he saw the same figure, smiling at him in a twisted manner. The tragic end, the family eventually managed to escape from the house, but the story didn't end there. After they left, many others who had tried to live in the house experienced the same terrifying events. Some claimed they heard strange whispers and noises at night, while the walls themselves appeared to bear the same mysterious symbols.